You know how we do it, guys. This is Connect with Chris and Bill. I'm Chris.
And I'm Bill Omondi.
So today we are talking about lowering the consent age limit from 18 to 16. It was a proposal by the judiciary. Yes. Since there was a gentleman who was who impregnated a 17-year-old girl, and so the court reversed the judgment.
Yes.
So now today we want to talk about that. It's been a very controversial issue, Bill.
And our panelists today are very interesting young people that we want to have this conversation with, because much as we are trying to engage in the consent age, these are the people it probably affects most, because they are in that age bracket and they face these things on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So today, guys, you'll introduce yourselves. We'll start from this lovely lady. What's your name?
My name is Cynthia Guru from the Medidiki Girls High School.
I'm Shemranji from the Cornerbox School, Juja.
Yeah, my name is Lennox. Chimadi is my name from Alliance High School.
And my name is Beverly Ongetcher from the Mary Hill Girls High School.
All right, guys, ladies, gentlemen, what is your opinion? What do you think? What can you say about that? Do you think they should lower from 18 to 16? Do you think they should even increase the consent age limit? What's your opinion, Lennox?
Personally, I believe that lowering the age is actually okay, because look at it. It's high time that as Africans we start believing in our children. It's high time that we start having some hope and having some belief that our children are good enough, that our children can make their own decisions. I mean, what is wrong with allowing your child to go out, have fun and everything? Because at this prime age we refer to them as young adults, which means that these people are people who should be good enough to make their own decisions.
Okay.
Furthermore, you're not going to be there with them every day.
So in your opinion, they should lower the age limit?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, just before we go to the next person, I want us also to look at the burden that sex brings in our society. Because again, we're in a society that is very prone to HIV/AIDS. There's a lot of pregnancy for young girls, and all this is coming about as a result of sex.
Yes.
So I also want you to figure in the fact that 16-year-olds and above will now be exposed to this really quick, because now they're allowed to do it. So what is your opinion regarding that, and of course bring in the aspect of the consent age as well?
Bev?
Well, I don't think that you should allow a 16-year-old to go and do whatever they want. This is somebody that is in school. This is somebody that is still living off of their parents. They are not independent whatsoever. So what makes them feel like they can now lower the age from 18 to 16? 18 is young enough already. Before you take a high school student that's 16, about Form 2, Form 3, and tell them, it's okay, go have your fun, go get pregnant in high school. Like, that's suddenly fine. Like, the morals are just going haywire. Nothing good is happening anymore. These are children.
So it should remain at 18, or it should go high?
I think it should be heightened. It should be heightened.
Okay. Again, just as we're continuing the conversation, I also want us to try and picture in the fact that probably they're already indulging in this.
Yes.
Actually, and it's just a matter of making it out there that, you know what, now go do it without having to worry that, you know, I'm underage. What do you have to say about this?
I think we were having a conversation earlier on with Cynthia, and she was of the opinion what you're trying to say, and I think we should hear how.
Cynthia, what do you have to say?
You know, it's already crazy. It's happening everywhere.
Yes.
There are children who are even below the age of 16 and they're already indulging in sex. And I was thinking, if they really want to lower the age to 16, then they should change the curriculum. Make it in such a way that at 16 you're done with school.
Okay.
And then go change the definition of adult in the Oxford English Dictionary. Because it doesn't make sense to have a child under their parents' care going out to do whatever they want to.
So apart
You're
from
still living off of your parents.
Apart from just lowering the consent age limit, they should involve other factors like...
Yes, they need to think of a lot of things.
For example, like you should, I think, acquire a driving license at 16, try and finish school by 16.
Make sure that 16 is the age at which you become an adult.
You can get married at 16.
Because if they're giving you the free will to make your own decisions, they say that you are already old enough. If you're old enough, you should be an adult. Go live on your own. Go fend for yourself.
So Shem, let me ask you a question. Do you think your parents would give that consent that you can have sex from 16 years?
No, a very big no. They can't, because it is insane. It is insane. it is even against the morals of African traditions. In fact, this thing they should not be thinking of such a thing. They should be thinking of increasing the age limit to 24, because at the age of 24, the brain has already matured enough to make good decisions. So the issue of reducing the ages, to me, is stupid.
So there's another thing I think I've gotten from the four of you. There's the theme of African traditional society, and we're in the 21st century, and things are evolving. And if you can see currently, a lot of young people are really being westernized. They're adopting the Western culture, and people are trying to do more of what they're seeing from the US, South America, United Kingdom. So it's really getting into our blood. And it's something that I think I want you guys to mention as we conclude.
Yes, and especially with the aspect of the westernization coming in with a lot of sexual influence.
Yes.
From the fashion to what we watch those guys do,
To sexuality.
Yes, to sexuality and every other thing. Because again, as time goes by now, we're in the era debating whether gayism or homosexuality should be legalized. Yeah. And even many other forms of sexual activity. Yeah?
Yes.
And all these things, you find that initially maybe they are not as dominant in the African society. Yeah. So as young Africans who are growing up and seeing us going the West way, yeah. What is your opinion, and especially when it comes to the issue about sex and sexualization?
Africa has always had culture.
Okay.
I think that's what draws the
West side.
the West to us.
Okay.
We don't go there because we're looking for culture, but they come here because they're so interested in the Maasai and everybody else. It's so beautiful, and they admire it. They don't have tribes. They don't know what tribe is. They only know race, because all of them are one race. But they find the diversity in us, and they're trying to change us, because I think it's something they envy. So if we erode our morals and we let go of what we believe in, I think it could be really bad for Africa.
Yeah, that's a good comment.
I think we are Africans, and I will say a Swahili is saying that say mwachamila ni mtumwa. We should stay with our own culture, our own deeds. We are not supposed to go look at their things, what they are doing. Let us stay natural the way we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lennox?
Personally, I beg to really differ with you guys, because look at this age, 18 and 16. You only believe that you are an adult at 18 because you're brought up and meant to believe so. Because when you're brought up, you are meant to believe that at 18 you're an adult. But what about we bring up a new generation of kids, the F1 generation? I'm sure all these have done genetics, and we're sure that at 16 this one is a young adult. We're not talking about the morals here and everything else. As much as it's about morals and morality, the African morals and everything, we should also style up a bit. We should also try and reason it out critically, because at 16 you should be allowed to do anything else that is okay to be done with an adult, because in preparation for the future life. Look at me, for example. At the age of I think 9 years old, I was driving, but I could not drive on a good road or a main road because I did not have a license. Reason being, what if maybe an incident occurs at home or anything like that? What will you do at home?
Okay, that's
quite something.
That's a good point, Bev.
Well, you mentioned about how times are changing and
Yes.
technology is moving on, and we're in the 21st century. Times have changed, things have changed, morals don't change. What's good is good, what's bad remains bad. We don't start, just because now we have fancier cars doesn't mean it's now okay to do certain things. What are we as humans? We're supposed to be the advanced creatures in this, but it seems as though that whatever a white person is doing, we have to emulate. Why is that so? Don't we have the same capacity brains? Can't we think for ourselves? Homosexuality, really? Why are we doing this? Why are we lowering the age?
Right.
Times move, morals don't.
Okay. As we wrap up, yes, no. Should the judiciary lower the age consent from 18 to 16? Yes, no.
No. It's selfish.
No.
No.
Absolutely yes.
No way. No.
Okay, so the no's have it.
No's have
and,
it.
that's it from us, Connect with Chris and Bill.
Yeah.
We'll continue having this conversation more often with young people.
Yes.
Trying to connect with these people and trying to see what are they thinking about all this.
But remember also, as a society, it's important to involve young people like high schoolers, because they are the people who evolve from high school to university, and most of the problems that young people face, start from that age bracket.
Yes.
And the conversation is still ongoing. We'll continue this throughout the week.
Yes.
Please make sure to talk about it, involve a young person, connect with a young person, because we are connecting with Chris and Bill.